All right, we go like, click, subscribe, do all that. We're going to get to the first game of the evening, the Steelers and the Giants. The Steelers ended up beating the Giants 26-16, and I said right from the get-go, they had to get their defense to stop Saquon Barkley, and they followed that plan to perfection because Saquon only had 6 yards on the ground. They had to use him as a wide receiver. He gained 60 yards at that point, but 6 yards on the ground. They were at -4 yards before halftime. But let's get to the stats real quick. Big Ben, 21 of 32, 229 yards, 3 TDs. Benny Snell had 113 yards. Juju Smith had 69 yards and 2 TDs. Daniel Jones, 26 of 41, 279 yards and 2 TDs, and also 2 picks. Darius Slayton had 102 yards, 2 TDs. Pittsburgh basically gave New York a gift early when they muffed a punt on a punt return, putting the Giants in red zone territory. But the only thing acquired from that was a field goal. Like I said, the defense has set the tone. Lord, they definitely did on Saquon Barkley. But we got to get to the elephant in the room, which is specifically the third quarter when it came to Daniel Jones. Oh, boy. Now I'm going to attempt to explain this piece by piece. Daniel Jones, the biggest drive of the entire game, he had a 19-play drive. I'm going to explain to you why it was completely wasted. Now, keep in mind, it was 16-10 at this point. Steelers are up. It's 2nd and 3. Notice how he's at the 5-yard line. Now, as you can see right here, there's Jones with the ball. Saquon Barkley's down there. He was looking towards Saquon Barkley the whole time. Both of them are running to their left. Obviously, Saquon's going to be covered. Look up here. 3 or 4 defenders right here. They're all sitting near the middle. I want you to take a guess at what Daniel Jones does. But before I even do that, keep in mind, it is 2nd and 3. If you're about to get smashed, whatever the case may be, you have downs, live to fight another down. Either run out of bounds or just take the sack and continue on with your drive. Yes, but ladies and gentlemen, this is what Daniel Jones decides to do. Daniel Jones decides to just lobby it up, nothing but yellow in there, picked off in the end zone, intercepted. A 19-play drive completely wasted. Daniel Jones, these are the type of things that take your offense completely out of a game. They feel like they have some momentum, and then that crap happens, and then you're just like, really? Really, Daniel Jones? Yeah, that takes the momentum out of anything, especially when that's the biggest drive you had in the entire game. Bottom line is, Steelers win 26-16. Daniel Jones looks stupid in the process. Just waiting. Just sitting there. Look at Smith, just waiting on stuff. He was waiting for something to happen, but bottom line is, New York made sure nothing happened after that. And then we get to the second game of the night. The Titans beat the Broncos 16-14. This was a weird game, honestly, but let's get to the stats. Ryan Tannehill, 29 of 43, 249 yards and 2 TDs. Derrick Henry, 116 yards. Corey Davis, 101 yards. Drew Lock, 22 for 33, 216 yards, 1 TD. Melvin Gordon had 78 yards and 1 TD in his debut with the Broncos. Noah Fant had 81 yards and a TD. Rashaan Evans gets ejected after throwing a punch to Jake Butt. It was crazy. I don't even know why he threw the punch, but he threw it like late in the first quarter. Denver had a good defense on Henry all night, and I was actually confused and baffled how he even managed 116 yards the way they was covering up the middle. But, oh well. But the big takeaway from here is Stephen Gronkowski, the Titans kicker. Man, oh man. Gronkowski here, he's a decent kicker on average days, but this night, he was supreme dumpster juice. Like, there was nothing salvaging him. He had missed 3, count it, he missed 3 field goals in this game and a PAT. That's 4 missed kicks, as you're seeing right now. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Missed 4 kicks. But the surprising thing about all of this is he actually hit the game winner when it was 17 seconds left on the clock. Yes, after suffering from athlete's foot the entire game, his foot got some tough acting to 17 seconds left, and he puts the Tennessee Titans up 16-14. He got his act together, and actually put up a game winner after missing 4 kicks earlier in the game. And then the Titans beat the Broncos 16-14, where he left 10 unanswered points on the board. They could have been up 26-14. But he still comes through and saves the game somehow. Like I said, it was a weird game. Titans still got the win somehow. The Broncos take an L. Yeah, it was a struggle for the Titans this whole game, but somehow they managed to pull it out. And that's how week 1 ends for Sunday, Monday, and Thursday football. So there you have it. I don't even know what else to say, but yeah, that happened.